Olivia first. That instant was I turned into a heart. How now? What news of her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted. But from her handmaid to return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view. She will veil it longing. This, to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love, but to a brother? How will she love when all is supplied and filled? Her sweet perfection, with one self-king.
What country, friends, is this? This is Illyria, lady. And what should I do in Illyria? My brother is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailors? It is perchance that you yourself were saved. Oh, my poor brother! And so perchance may he be. True, madam, and to comfort you with chance, assure yourself. After our ship did split, I saw your brother bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea. He did hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see. This saying so this gold. Knowest thou this country? I, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place. Who governs here? A noble duke, in nature as in name. What's the name? Orsino. Orsino! I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then, and so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago 'twas fresh in murmur he did seek the love of fair Olivia. What's she? A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count, who died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, for who shortly also died, for whose dear love, they say, she had abjured the company and sight of men. Oh, that I served that lady! That were hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's. I'll serve this Duke! Thou shalt present me to him as a boy! It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously, conceal me what I am, and be my aid for such disguise as haply By my troth, said Toby, you must come in earlier o' nights, and you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? Or confine myself? No finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight who we brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew Aguichi?
Aye, he.
He's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have just a year in all these ducats. He's a fool and a prodigal.
Far that you'll say so. He plays on the Val de Gamboy, speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and has all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed almost natural. For besides these, he's a fool and a coward. 'Tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
Ah, there are scoundrels that say so. Who are they?
They that add. Moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
Would drinking help my niece? Yeah, I'll drink to her so long as there's a passage in my throat, and drink in Illyria. Want lunch? Here comes Sir Andrew Face.
Sir Toby Belch! How now, Sir Toby Belch!
Sweet Sir Andrew!
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost Sir Andrew. Accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance. My name is Mary, sir. Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake not. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
Is that the meaning of accost? Fare you well, gentlemen.
Oh, knight. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian, or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I do believe that does harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, and if she be, it's 4 to 1. She'll none of me. The Count himself shall hard by woos her.
She'll none of the count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I've heard her swear it. Tut, tut. Doesn't like it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I'm a fellow of the strangest mind in the world, and I delight in masks and revels, sometimes altogether.
Art thou good in these kickshaws, then, knight?
I can catch a caper. I do believe I could back tricks as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Is it a world to hide virtues in? I think by the excellent constitution of thy leg was formed under the stars of the galley.
Aye, 'tis strong.
Let me see the caper, though. Higher! Ha ha! Higher! Higher! Excellent!
If the Duke continues his famous towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence, that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario?
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand your while, Luke.
Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to you the book, even from my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Stand at her doors and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow until thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds, rather than make a troth to return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It will become thee well to act my woes. She will tend it better in thy youth.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is no more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as a maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblance of a woman's parts. I know thy constellation is right after this affair.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a powerful strife. Whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve flashes any Illyria.
Peace, you rogue, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you are best.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear? Take away the lady.
You're a dry fool. I'll no more. Besides, you grow dishonest.
The lady may take away the fool. Therefore, I say again, take her away.
Sir, I take them take away you.
Good Madonna, give me leave prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool. For my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Does he not mend?
Yes, infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity.
What say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that had no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Who of my people holds him in delay? Sir Toby, matter of your kinsman. Fetch him off, I repeat. He speaks nothing but maddening. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick. Or not at home. What you will to dismiss it.
Here comes one of thy kin. He has a most weak brain.
By mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. What gentleman?
There's a gentleman here. How now, sot?
Good Sir Toby.
Boo.
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lushery. I defy lushery. There's one at the gate.
I marry. What is he?
Let him be the devil. And he will, I care not.
What a drunken man like fool.
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One drop of heat makes him a fool. The second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go, look after him.
He is mad, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam. Madam, yon fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. It takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady?
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post. But he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind?
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. He is very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Give me my veil. Come. Throw it over my face. We shall once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatched
sir, what is your text?
Dear lady!
A comfortable doctrine and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom!
In his bosom. In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madame, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir. Is't not well done?
Excellently done. If God did all. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be labeled as 2 lips in different red, 2 brown eyes with lids to them, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
Lady, I see you what you are. You are too proud. My lord and master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, in your denial, I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and write loyal cantons of love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberant hills, and cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Very well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
Keep your purse. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, if my state is well, I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Too fast, soft, soft. How now, even so quickly, may one catch the plague? Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger. He left this ring behind him. Tell him
you stay no longer? Nor will you not let I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate may perhaps distemper yours. Therefore, I shall crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. It be a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know of you, whether you're around.
No sooth, sir. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore, you must know me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I call Rodrigo. My father is that same Sebastian of Messalene, who I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, so would it have ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour, before you took me from the breach of the sea. My sister drowned.
Pardon me, sir. Your bad entertainment.
My good Antonio, forgive me your troubles.
Let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare thee well at once. I am bound to Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court. Else would I very shortly see thee there. But, come what may, danger will seem sport, and I will go.
Were you not even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace I've since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you never be so hardy as to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it, sir.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much. Oh. But sure, methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did
be at bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Thou knowest?
Nay, I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up late.
Ah, false conclusion. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early. So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our life consist of the four elements?
Faith, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. Marion, I say, a scoop of wine.
How, my hearts?
Welcome, fool! Now, let's have a catch.
Excellent.
There's a sixpence of thee. Let's have a song.
There's 6 pence of me, too. If one night give a...
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song. A love song.
Aye, aye, I care not for good life.
Oh, Mistress Mon, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. But no further, pretty sweetie, journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent. Good.
Good. Good.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter, present mirth, have present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. There lies no plenty, then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a stop will not endure.
You hear by the nose, 'tis dulcet in contagion. But shall we make the welcome dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl and a catch? Shall we do it? Shall we do it?
Most excellent. Let our catch be thou knave.
Oh, thy peace, thou knave knight, I shall be constrained to call thee a knave.
'Tis not the first time I have constrained one to call me knave. Now begin, fool. It begins. Hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good faith, come. Begin.
Hold thy peace, hold thy peace, hold thy peace, thou knave, thou knave! Hold thy peace, hold thy peace, hold thy peace.
Keep here. If my lady hath not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My lady leave time, sir. In our catches.
Snack up! Sir Toby, I must be around with you. Though my lady harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell? Farewell, my heart, since I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby. His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Is even so.
But I shall never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
Shall I bid him go?
What then if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
Oh, no, you dare not.
This is much credit to you.
Out of tune, sir. Ye what? Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, there will be no more cakes and ale? Go, sir. Rub your chain of crumbs. Super one, Maria.
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it. By this hand.
Nothing guardian, sweet Sir Toby. Be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a neighbor and turn him into a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough. I know I can do it.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
Find letters that they're from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
'Twill be admirable. I will plant you two, and let the fool make a third, where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For tonight, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell. For me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me.
I was adored once, too.
Come night. It's too late to go to bed now. Come!
You sister will not endure.
but fortune all is fortune. Maria once told me my lady did affect me, and I've heard that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else. What should I think on't?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Slight, I can so beat the road. Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio!
Rogue!
Oh, peace.
Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I've left Olivia sleeping,
Farm, Brimstone!
Oh, peace, peace.
telling them that I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles!
Oh, peace, peace, peace. Now.
I frown the while, and perchance wind up my watch, or play with my stool. Sir Toby approaches, courtesies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control, saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Need patience. Or break the sinews of my plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me I wanted to.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I, for many people call me fool.
What employment have we here? By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand. To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Her very phrases, 'tis my lady. To whom should this be?
This winsome, liver and dull.
Jove knows I love. But who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. What follows? The number's altered. No man must know. If this should be the Malvolio, I may command where I adore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
How musty and brittle.
Excellent one, say I.
But first, let me see. I may command where I adore. Why? She may command me. I serve her, she is my lady. But what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me. M-O-A-I. Moi! M. Malvolio! M. Why, that begins my name! M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former, and yet, to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name! If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Appear fresh, be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy Thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee cross-gartered, I say, remember. Go to thou and maid if thou desirest to be, sir. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servant, and unworthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, see that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. I will be proud. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point devise the very man. Every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this, she manifests herself to my love. I thank my stars I'm happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee, I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me. Mwah.
Et vos osez votre serviteur.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous that you should enter, if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you. My matter hath no voice to your most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, pregnant, vouchsafe. Odors, pregnant, vouchsafe. I'll get them all three ready.
Let the garden door be shut, and leave me to my duty. Give me your hand.
My duty, madame, and most
And yet, when wit and harvest is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward, ho, grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madame, to my lord by me.
Stay! I prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then you think right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madame, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Cesario, by nature, honor, truth, and everything I love thee so, that despite all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can thy passion hide. Love sought is good, but given unsought, better.
By my innocence, and by my youth, I swear, I have but one heart, one bosom, and one truth, that no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madame. Never more will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou therefore mayst move that heart, which now abhors to like his love. Wait!
No faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
By reason, your honor, give by reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the count serving men than she's ever bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
But did she see thee by the wall, boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
So the great argument of loving her toward you.
Slightly you make a fool of me.
I'll prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason. She'd show favor to the youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her, and with some excellent jests, you should have thanked the youth in abundance. This was looked for at your hand, and this opportunity you let time wash off, unless you do redeem it by some attempt either of valor or policy.
It must be valor, for policy I hate.
Why then build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor? Challenge the count's youth to fight. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece will take note of it.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go. Write it in a martial hand. Be terse and brief. It is no matter how witty, so be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him with it. No matter about it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee. Go.
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I've been dear to him, lad, some 2,000 strong or so.
If you desire the spleen, and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-garter?
Most villainously. He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him.
Come, Grace. Right is where he is.
can I say behind you?
My good Antonio, I can no other answer make, but thanks, and thanks, and ever thanks. What's to do? Shall we go and see the relics of this town?
Would you will pardon? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the count, I did some service of such note, indeed.
The like you slew a great number of his people.
The offense was not of such a bloody nature. It might have since been answered and repaid. Most rusty did, only myself stood out. For which, if I be in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk to open.
It does not fit. It does not fit me. Well, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will order our meals, whilst we beguile the time and feed your knowledge with the thing of the town. There shall you have me.
I will be your purse bearer, and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
Not Malvolio, but Fenno. Why, everything adheres together. No obstacle or unsafe circumstance that can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Which way is he? In the name of sanctity, if all the devils of hell possess him, I'll speak with him!
Here he is, here he is.
How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off. I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Go to, peace, peace. This is not the way. Let me alone with him. Hand us now, Malvolio. What? Man, defy the devil. Consider, he's an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Pray God he be not bewitched.
Go to. Peace, peace. This is not the way. Do you not see you move him? Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness. Gently. Gently. The fiend is rough, and will not be roughly used.
Go hang yourselves off. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
It's possible?
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come. We'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad. We may carry it thus, for our pleasure and his penance. Till our very pastime, tired of breath, prompts us to have mercy on him. At which time, we'll bring the device to the bar.
Here's the challenge. Warrant, there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is so saucy.
Aye.
If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
You may have occasion for it. The youth is now with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, surround him. Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard. As soon as thou seest him, draw. And as thou drawest, swear horrible, for it gives manhood more than ever, prove itself in her. Away!
Nay, leave me alone for swearing.
Now will I not deliver his letter. For the behavior of the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. Therefore this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror. He shall find it comes from a blockhead. But sir, I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor too cheaply out.
With the same behavior that your passion bears, goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. For what shall you ask of me that I'll deny, that honor saved upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How is mine honor may I give him that which I have given you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir,
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs thou hast done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy talk, be here in thy preparation. For thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
you mistake, sir. I'm sure no man had any equal to me. My remembrance is very free and clear of any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you.
Pray you, sir, what is he?
He's a man. But he's a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced. 3. Satisfaction can be none, but by the pangs of death.
I will return again into the house. I am no fighter.
Back you shall not unto the house. Unless you undertake that with me, with which as much safety as you might answer in. For meddle you must, that's certain.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office, as to know of the knight, what my offense is to him. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Senior Fabian, stay by this gentleman till my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, but nothing of the circumstance more.
What manner of man is he, I beseech you?
He is indeed sick, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it. I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my metal.
Why, man, he's the very devil. I've not seen such. They say he's been fencer to the Sophie.
Oh, not meddle with him!
Aye, but he will not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him longer.
Legos! And I thought he'd been so valiant in cutting at fence, I'll not have challenged him. Let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse.
I'll make a motion. Stand here and make a good shaw on it. I had his horse take us the quarrel. I persuaded him to use a devil.
He pants and looks pale, as if a bear were at his heels.
There's no remedy, sir. The gentleman will fight with you for our own sake.
Oh, pray heaven defend me! A little thing more would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
There's no remedy, Sir Andrew. The gentleman will fight with you for our own sake.
Give ground if you see him furious.
If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him to fight.
You, sir? Like, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love does yet do more than you have heard and brag to you, he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I'm for you!
Oh, Sir Toby! Hold! Here comes the officers!
Won't be with you long.
Pray, sir, put up your sword if you please.
Very will I, sir.
This is the man. Do thy office.
Antonio Ricci suit of Count Orsino.
Do you mistake me, sir?
No, sir. No doubt. I know thy paper well, though now there is no suit cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
Must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. What will you do now when necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me much more what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you showed me. Here, I'll lend you something.
What? Will you refuse me now? For all the things that I've done for you?
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature.
Oh, heavens themselves.
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Hold on. This youth death you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death.
What's that to us? The man grows mad. Time goes on. Away.
Thee.
Methinks he believes himself. He names Sebastian. I, my brother, for him I imitate.
necessity and denying him. As for cowardship, well, ask Fabian.
A coward, a most devout coward. Religious in it.
I'll after him again. Beat him.
Come, let's see the event.
Will you make me believe I am not sent for you?
Go to. Thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well held out of faith. No, I do not know you. Nor is your name not Master Cesario. Nor am I not sent to you by my lady. Nor this is not my nose neither. Nothing that is so.
I pray thee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly. Tell me, what shall I vent to my lady? Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I pray the foolish Greek, depart from me. Look. There is money. Tarry longer and I'll give you worse payments.
By my troth, thou hast an open head. Mary, have I met you again? There's for you.
Ooh. What there's for you? I'm there. Are all people mad?
Hold, sir! Or I'll throw your dagger over the house.
No, leave him alone. I'll go another way to work with him.
Let go my hand.
I will not let go of my hand. Come on, sir. Hold.
What wilt thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? What? Then I must have an ounce or two of blood from this young gentleman. Ah! Ah!
Hold, Toby! On thy life I charge thee, hold!
Madam!
Will it ever be thus? Out of my sight. I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, let thy passion sway in this uncivil and now unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up. That thou thy bad mayst smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go.
What relish is this? Where runs the stream? Or else, am I mad? Or is this a dream? But if this be a dream, let me still sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh. Say so. And so be.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson. To him. Sir Topaz.
What hell will I say? Peace in this prison!
The knave counterfeits well. A good knave.
Who calls that?
Sir Topaz, the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio the lunatic.
Sir Topaz? Sir Topaz? Could Sir Topaz go to my lady?
Out, hyperbolical being! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said.
Sir Topaz, never was a man thus wronged. Oh, good Sir Topaz, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie, thou dishonest Satan! For I am one of those gentle ones that will use the devil himself with courtesy.
Ow! Oh!
Sayest thou this house is dark?
Indeed, Sir Topaz.
Why? It hath bay windows as transparent as barricades, and the high windows to the south north are as lustrous as ebony.
to a candle, some ink, pen and paper? As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio.
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you beside your 5 wits?
Fool, there was never a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well. Then you are mad indeed if you are no better in your wits than fool.
Good fool, help me to some lines and some paper. I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well, a day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am. Good fool, some ink, paper, and light, and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than ever the bearing of letter did.
I will help you to it.
I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir, I'll be with you again in a trice like to the old vice your need to sustain. Who with dagger of Latin is written as wrath cries aha to the devil like a man that ever nails that of you, good man devil.
Wow!
This is here. That is the glorious sun. This perk she gave me. I do feel it. And see it. And though it is wonder that interrupts me thus, it is not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the elephant. His counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well in my senses, that this may be some error, but no madness. Or else, is the lady mad? Yet, if it were so, she could not swear her house, command her followers, give and take back affairs with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that's deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Let not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me, and with this holy man. There before him plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. He shall conceal as well as well, willingly shall come to night. Our celebration we will according to my birth. What do you say?
I will follow this good man and go with you. And having sworn truth, ever waiting true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Belonging to the Lady of Olivia, friends.
Aye, sir, we have some of her trappings.
If you will let your lady know that I am here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir. Lullaby to your bounty till I come again. I go, sir. But, as you say, sir, let your bounty take a nap, and I will awake it anon.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well.
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the beatings here in the streets. In private travel did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what
Orsino, noble sir. Be pleased that I shake off these names that you give me. That most ingrateful boy there by your side, whose life I gave him, and thereto I my love. For his sake did I expose myself to the dangers of this adverse town.
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, but day and night do we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But to thee, fellow, thy words are madness. For 3 months hath this youth tended upon me. But more than none, take him aside.
What would my lord but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me. Madam.
Gracious Olivia.
What you say, Cesario?
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it ought be to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and boastful for an ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
You uncivil lady, hear me this. Since you to Naughtry Gardens cast my faith, and I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor. Live you the marble-breasted tyrant still, that this your minion, whom I know you love, and by heaven I swear I tender dearly. Him will I tear out that cruel eye where he sits crowned his master's spite. Come, boy, away, my thoughts are ripe in mischief.
I most apt and willingly, to do your rest 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than e'er I shall have wife.
I me detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come, boy, away.
Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
I husband. Can he that deny?
Her husband?
No, my lord, not I!
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that strangles thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as thou fearest. Oh, welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee, by thy reverence, here to unfold what lately we intended to keep in darkness, what occasion now reveals before 'tis right. What thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joinder of your hands, attested by holy close of lips, strengthened by interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of this compact, sealed in my function by my testimony, since when my watch hath told me, toward my grave I have traveled but 2 hours.
Oh, thou dissembling cub! Wilt thou be when time has put a grizzle upon thy face? But farewell and take her, but direct thy feet where thou and I may never henceforth meet.
My lord, I do protest!
Oh, do not swear. Oh, little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of Jesus, Sergeant! Send one presently to Sir Toby!
What's the matter?
He has broken my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb
Who
too.
has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman. What Cesario? We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil.
My Cesario?
What's laughing? There he is! Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
The bloody coxcomb, never. You have hurt me.
How now, gentlemen? How is't with you?
'Tis all one. He's hurt me, and that's the end on't. Sot, did see a surgeon, Sot?
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby.
She's a rogue. I hate a drunken rogue.
Who has done this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby, because we'll be dressed together.
You help a bullhead and a coxcomb and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gull.
Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman. But had it been a brother of my blood, I would have done no less with wit and safety. You threw a strange regard on me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Hardly, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons.
Antonio, my good Antonio.
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. I had a sister who blind ways and searches out for flowers. What kin are you to me?
Of Messalene. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too.
As the rest goes, I would my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, John Viola.
Do not embrace me, till each circumstance of time, place, fortune do cohere and jump, that I am Viola. Which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town, where lie my maiden weeds.
So comes it, lady, you've been mistook. You've betrothed to both maid and man.
If this be so, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou canst never love woman like unto me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and all those swearings keep us true in soul.
Give me your hand. Let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that first brought me on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now endurance at Malvolio's suit.
He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And now I do remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he's much distract. A most extracting frenzy of mine own clearly banished his. How does he? Truly, madam, as a man in his case may do. Has here a letter to you. Open and read it. Look then well edified when the fool delivers the madman. Art thou mad? No, madam, I do but read madness. Indeed, read it thy right wit. So I do, Madonna, but to read it in his right wit is to read it thus. Therefore repent, my princess, and give you. Read it, you.
By Jove, madam, you do wrong me, and the world shall know it, though you have put me into darkness, and given your drunken cousin rule over me. Yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not, but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this? Aye, madam.
This savors not much of distress. embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done, so much against the mettle of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you call me master for so long, here's my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
A sister? You are she!
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you, peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is in your hand. Write from it if you can, and hand or phrase or say 'tis not your seal, nor your invention. You can say none of this. Well, grant it then, and tell me, in the modesty of honor, why you have given me such clear light of favor. Bade me come smiling, and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby in the light of people. And all this acting in an obedient hope. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest that made the most notorious geck and gull that e'er invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess much lacked the character, but out of question, 'tis Maria's hand. And now do bethink me, it was she first told me thou wast mad.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no quarrel nor no brawling come taint the condition of this present hour, which I have wondered at. In hope it shall not. Most freely I confess myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him. Maria writ the letter, and Sir Toby's great importance, and in recompense whereof he hath married her.
Alas, Malvolio, how have they baffled thee? Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. I was one in this interlude, sir. Once you too bad, sir, but that's all one. But do you remember? Madam, why laughed you at such a barren rascal? And you smile not, he's done. And thus, the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and golden time doth convent, a solemn combination of our dear souls shall be made. In the which, sweet sister, we shall not depart from hence. Cesario come, for so you shall be when you are man, who when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress, and his fancy queen.